Hey, Queen. Let me just ask you something real quick because I love you. I'm concerned about you, and I just want to get your honest opinion. When Beyonce dropped those tickets for the Cowboy Carter tour, what was your response? What was the first thing that you ended up doing? Did you call a friend? Did you text a friend and say, "Hey, girl, the tickets are on sale. Let's get it. Let's go"? Did you look in the bank account and say, "Let me see what I can move around to make sure that I am there"? Did you just like take a deep breath and say, "Oh my goodness, like, what am I going to wear? I got to get this fit right"? What did you say? What did you say as that woman who loves Beyonce and loves to be wherever she is? Tell me in the comments what you did. Now I want to know, if you did all of that, why don't you do the same thing for your personal development? As a high achieving woman, a high level woman, we are successful. We want to succeed. We want to get to new levels, right? And we want to get some things out of our lives that don't belong there anymore. We struggle in that. We get stuck. We don't know what to do next. We need clarity. We even want to find our purpose. I have women that reach out to me every day with those concerns. However, I don't see them sign up for my programs and my offers because maybe they're the ones that's saving the money for Beyonce. Now, here's my theory on that. You can go to a Beyonce concert. Sure, you can. You can attend and have a great evening. And oh my gosh, your soul could be filled for one night. And then what happens when you leave this concert? Well, today in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can treat your personal development just like a Beyonce concert, just like the moment in time when you go rush to get that ticket for a Beyonce concert. So stay tuned. If this is you trying to personally develop, trying to get to the next level, you need that promotion, you want to move to another city, you're trying to level up with a new man, whatever it is that you're trying to do, but yet you won't invest in you. Boo-boo, you are the headliner. You are the Beyonce. You run the show, but when will you take the control back? When will you say, "I deserve more than invested in a Beyonce ticket for one night, in the outfits? I deserve more than that. I deserve to invest in my personal development." Tune on how I'm going to show you the ways that you can turn this effort and energy that you have for a Beyonce seat to her concert into the same energy that you will have for your personal development. For those friends that don't know me, I am Rehab Coach, and I help women who are high achieving achieve their I help women who are high achieving achieve their full potential and demand what it is they deserve by boosting their confidence, giving them the clarity that they need, and aligning them back to the God-given purpose. Let's get into this Beyonce concert energy, right? Didn't need to take no time, didn't need any clarity about going ahead and getting that ticket for that Beyonce concert, right? You didn't hesitate to get on a wait list. You did not hesitate to call a friend. There was no hesitation. You just knew that you had to be there. You had to be there. And you had to make sure that your crew was there as well. And if they needed a ticket, you was going to invest and buy them a ticket until they was able to pay you back. I get it. It's going to be a powerful concert. It's going to be something that you're going to remember. The outfits are going to be trending all over social media. But when God gives you a nudge, when he's giving you that nudge to say, "I want more for you, you have more in store for your life," you cannot ignore it. He's giving you a nudge about your purpose and your calling. And I know so many women that are like, "I don't know my calling. I'm looking for my purpose. Can you please connect me?" Or, "How do I find my purpose?" I see it so many times on social media, women just commenting in the social groups, like trying to figure out their purpose. God gives you a nudge, and He's trying to get you in line with your purpose. You can't keep on ignoring it and filling it with things like a Beyoncé concert. So when God says it's time to heal, it's time to focus, it's time to work on you, you freeze. You stop and you say, no, God didn't say that. I'm going to take back the control. But here's the thing. You didn't worry about the Beyoncé ticket being perfect. You didn't worry about it being a perfect time to get the Beyoncé ticket. But when God tells you that it's time, it's not the right time. You don't have the right amount of money. There's a certain thing that you need to do before you get started. I'm talking about like that business, like everything is just not in place, but God is speaking to you. But when Beyoncé speaks, you don't care about what's perfect. You don't care about what's aligned. You don't need all the clarity. No one needs to convince you. You know that that's what you're supposed to do. You just need to be there when God has given you a nudge. I need you to respond the same way that you would respond to attending the Beyoncé concert. It's now time for you to have the faith in you. It's now time for you to demand what it is that you deserve. Drop a comment if this sounds familiar to you. If this is something that you plan on doing. If you can remember a time when you didn't have the faith enough to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do what God has said, but yet you have the faith enough to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip this bill and buy this ticket, and then my bill will get paid. We're talking like long term. If we're talking one night for Beyoncé versus long term, you healing so that you don't be reliant so much on something like a Beyoncé concert. The math is not mathing. Help me out here. It's just not mathing to me. Point number 2, you got ready for that concert. You get ready for the concert, but you won't get ready for the life. You've been praying, you've been pushing, you've been reading the Bible, you've been attending church, you've been doing all the things, but you won't prepare for it. You bought the outfit for Beyoncé, you bought the ticket. Probably before you got the ticket, you got on the wait list because it took her a long time to drop the information for the tickets, right? You got the hair done. You booked the hair appointments. You booked the nail appointments. You booked the lash appointment. You arranged the childcare. You even requested a time off from work. You need the whole day off to prepare for this concert. And then you might even take off the day after the concert to recover. Okay. You are ready. They could take your picture. If paparazzi was coming for you, you are ready. But when it comes to your healing and your personal development and your purpose, you're saying, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I'm too busy. I'll do it when things calm down. I'll do it when I have more money to spend. Okay. You, Queen, you bring life to the party. If you aren't whole and healed, you won't be okay at the party. When are you going to realize that you taking care of you and depending on you and developing you is more important than anyone else or anything else? Your healing is the foundation for your future, but for some reason you just don't see it that way. And I'm trying to figure out why it's not that important to you, but we'll just go with it for a second. You want to lead, you want to heal, you want to attract better, you want to grow, you want this new boo, you want this husband, you want to get married, you want all the things, but you will not prepare yourself because everything can't be done from within. Sometimes you need someone to lead you and guide you. The same way we go to school to prepare ourselves with a degree to get the job that we want, oftentimes we need to prepare ourselves with the personal development in order to get the next goal that we want to achieve. It's not about self-care and bubble baths and trips to the nail salon. When you think of your self-care is more than that. Self-care is making sure that you take care of your soul with therapy, coaching, purpose work, setting boundaries, making sure that you set those boundaries and you keep those boundaries, because those people that violate your boundaries will hold you back from everything that you're trying to do. And if you've ever felt like you're doing everything for everyone else but still feel unseen, then your inner self is crying out, hey, help me. I'm tired of being in the background. I'm tired of being unnoticed. I'm tired of being overlooked. I'm tired of the rejection. Say this out loud with me. My future deserves my full preparation. And say it again like you believe it. My future deserves my full preparation. When are you going to decide that you are going to prepare your future with your personal development? And number 3, you showed up early for Beyoncé. You knew you had to get the right parking spot. You knew that you wanted to take some pictures beforehand. You knew that you didn't want to have to deal with the traffic and be late. But you're late to your own life. Make it make sense. You were at the venue early. You charged your phone. You brought a backup battery. Them lashes was right. You made sure that you brought some extra glue if you needed it for your lashes or for your hair. But now it's time to log in for a coaching session and you cancel. But you never even booked it. When it's time to journal or pray, you keep scrolling on the socials. You can't give the time to God. You can't give the time to just sit and stop and journal about the things that have been on your mind. When it's time to apply for that next opportunity, that promotion that you want, that new job that's going to require you to, upgrade your resume a little bit, instead of upgrading the resume, you rather scroll. You rather comment, you rather fill your time with things that don't even matter. And you put everything else on delay. You keep showing up late for yourself all the time. Why is it easier showing up prepared for someone else than it is for yourself? Let's make it make sense. But then we wonder why five years from now, we're in the same place, in the same spaces, around the same people. Then we have the nerve to get envious when we see other people being more successful or reaching their goals or achieving their goals. We're wondering, like, why is that not happening to me? I have more than what they have. I have the credentials, but they use their faith it forward, and they let their faith deal with their unbelief. Then they did something about it. You're busy trying to keep up with the Joneses and making sure that you see that Beyoncé so you can have that one night and you can have those pictures and you have the fear of missing out. But these other people are making sure that even if they go to the Beyoncé concert, they're going to have their goals met, that they're showing up on time, that they're moving on to the next chapter of their lives. They're not just letting that fill up their soul for the moment and then just saying they got their therapy because they was with their friends and they got to spend some time with Beyoncé for a few hours. No, they're not closing the door there. They also realize the importance of doing more work. Your breakthrough can be on the front row of your life. You might want that front row seat and you've done everything to pay for that front row seat for Beyoncé, but your breakthrough deserves that same kind of energy. It could be on the front row of your life. You could be at the point where you're ready to quit, right? And you're one step away from your breakthrough. If you didn't just go ahead and keep on knocking at that brick wall, because if you saw a little hole in the brick wall, you could see your breakthrough on the other side. But guess what? One day you just said, I'm too tired to keep knocking on this brick wall. I'm going to just let it pass. And then the next person comes up and says, I'm knocking down this brick wall until I get through because someone told me that it's something on the other side that I want to see about. And I'm not going to let anyone else get the opportunity because I heard the person before me was here and they decided to stop. That's how I got this chance and this opportunity. Is that you? Or would you rather just make sure that you showed up for Beyoncé? I'm just saying. Okay, so let's be real about what's blocking you. What's really blocking you? Now I know that some of y'all are thinking, I want to grow, but I don't know where to start. Or maybe you've invested before in your personal development and it didn't work out. Like, there are a lot of sad stories that people have invested in their personal development and they got, tricked or, traded, whatever it was. But what about your story? Your story doesn't have to be someone else's story, right? Maybe you're scared to believe in yourself again. I know that I've encountered some women before that told me that they're afraid of success. Like, success to them makes them scared because then they feel like they're going to have to leave some people behind that they don't want to leave behind. Well, boo boo. If those same people became successful, they would not hesitate to leave you behind. I'm just saying. I know you might think otherwise right now, but honestly, that's not the case. They're not going to hesitate with leaving you behind. And let me lovingly tell you this, that fear isn't from God, that confusion isn't from him either. God is not about confusion. Anything that's so confusing, like if you gotta sit there and figure out this dude by all of his text messages, you gotta go back and then you gotta send your friend all the screenshots and all. That's not a God. Sorry, God did not send him. God is not a man of confusion. It's the enemy that's the one that's trying to distract you, keep you focused on things that you shouldn't be focused on, keep you distracted by a Beyoncé concert because they know that before the concert information dropped, you was actually thinking about serving God in another capacity. But now you're going to go to the Beyoncé concert and you're going to do something else and you're going to forget about everything that you were going to do for the Lord. If you ever got clear, if you ever walked in boldness and confidence, if you ever showed up to your healing with Beyoncé energy, where would you be? I know that the whole room would shift if they saw you with that Beyoncé effort energy towards your healing and towards your growth. I just believe in you that much. I just know it. But do you believe in yourself that much? So it is time for you to demand what it is that you deserve. Your transformation is on the other side of the wall. Sis, your transformation is not on the other side of a Beyoncé concert. I'm just saying. Your transformation is not going to happen when you arrive at the Beyoncé concert and by the end of the Beyoncé concert. You will be transformed in a way that will probably have you confused, have you thinking other things, but it will not be of God and your purpose. And that's why I created these spaces, the C.A.L.M network memberships. That's a monthly membership that you could be connected to me and others, and we hold you accountable and you actually achieve your goals. I give you challenges and I give you prompts and I give you prompts for your journals and I give you the focus that you need to have someone cheering you on to your next level. I have my 90-day C.A.L.M coaching program, which is a group coaching program. And C.A.L.M stands for clarity, alignment, liberation, and momentum. Because first I get you clear. In both of the programs, you have to get clear on what you have been called to do. And then we have to get aligned. Alignment sometimes causes you to not be around the same people and doing the same things. We have to make sure that you are in situations that make sense. God is going to end up pulling you away from them settings, right? So let's make it make sense and make it a little bit easier for him to get you online in settings that you could still have fun, but maybe not the settings that could cause you to be tempted to indulge in substances or illegal drugs or anything like that. Our programs get you clear, we get you online, and then we let you be set free. We help you to be set free and liberated from the past traumas, from the rejection, from being overlooked, liberated to start boundaries that are healthy, because a lot of times we are held back by the people that don't want to see us win and don't want to see us move forward. So we help you with that liberation so that you feel confident enough to keep those boundaries into place and to continue on with your goals and dreams. And then you reach the momentum. The momentum is that the door is wide open for you. There is no cap on what you can do. But I help restore that belief for you, that belief system. We have to restore that unbelief with our faith. I invite you to join my 90-day group coaching program called the C.A.L.M coaching program. The link is going to be in the description. Make sure that you invest in yourself just the same way that you would invest in a Beyoncé concert. I have nothing against Beyoncé. Nothing at all. However, I want you to put the same energy in your personal development as you would Beyoncé, because she's not actually helping you personally develop. She is helping you be out of some money. And at least put your money to places that you will actually see a change. You will actually see growth. Next, I want you to like this video. I want you to comment and subscribe to this channel if you got anything out of this encounter with me, Reho Coach, today. I look forward to seeing you on the next side, on the next video. I look forward to seeing you in my 90-day group C.A.L.M coaching program. Until next time.